In this video, I'm going to analyze Brandon's golf swing. He basically reached out to me and said, what are the top things he needs to work on to fix this slice and chunk? So we're gonna analyze Brandon's golf swing in the swing analysis software. And then I'm gonna give Brandon a couple quick, easy drills on how he can fix his swing. So let's analyze Brandon's golf swing so we can see what's going on here. And then I'm going to demonstrate with a golf club and a dumbbell and a hula hoop everything that's going on in Brandon's swing and how we can fix that using the single plane swing, as I relate every video back to the single plane swing as it is the easiest way to swing a golf club. Also real quick, Brandon followed my video on how you can send me a video of your swing. So if you also are struggling with your golf swing, feel free to send me a video. I have that linked in the description. Okay, so I have Brandon's swing up right here. And so we are going to investigate why he is struggling with a slice and a chunk. So let's just play this through. And I instantly saw what was going on. Let's see if y'all can. So nice full turn here, straight left arm. And I'm gonna slow it down here so y'all can see it. Can y'all see what's happening? So if you look right here, his left arm is straight, but if we continue down, can you see this bend happening in the left arm? And I'll show you why that's happening in a second. And he hits the ball and he has this bend. Oh, I can't draw. Bend in the arm. And it's very clear to me exactly why this is happening. And it's because he basically right here, his hips are square and he's tilting back. So that will make his low point in the swing about right here. No, why can't I just circle it? Right here is about Brandon's low point in the swing on this swing. And so if we go one at a time, you can see it, he would hit right about there, but what he's gonna do is have this bend to the arm here, and he athletically hits the ball well here. See, he squares this thing up so good, but it's because he's kind of standing up while bending his lead arm to be able to strike the ball. Because if he kept his left arm straight, he'd hit right here, where I have this marking. So to be able to get the low point not back here, but have the low point here, where Brandon can keep this left arm straight, he needs to rotate open. And it's this relationship between how tall you're standing versus how much you're rotated. And that's what I'll show you real quick. But the reason he can't rotate through the ball is because of his top of the backswing position. This is where all of the swing faults that happen in Brandon's swing happen because of this top of the backswing position. This top of the backswing position makes it almost impossible for him to either not slice it or chunk it. So if I go back even a little bit more, you can see he's bracing up against this trail leg really good right now. But if we continue right about here, he's kind of fully loaded against this trail leg and it's this nice full turn. But what's gonna happen is he's gonna try to get this full turn that so many golf YouTube instructors teach, which is bad advice. And so as he's gonna continue to get this nice full turn, he is going to put weight on his lead side and kind of lift up to get this nice full turn. So he's overturning, and this is making him not be able to turn through the ball. So all of his weight's going right here right now. And I will demonstrate why that's happening. Okay, so I'm going to show you why exactly Brandon is struggling with a slice and a chunk. So when you get a full turn in the swing, this is a full turn with me fully braced against my trail leg, like this. And as I bend down, I can turn less and less and less. So right here, at this height of my head would be the most I can turn. And so if I wanted to get a full turn, I would have to come up out of the shot and lean against my lead leg like this. And this is exactly what Brandon is doing in his swing to get a full turn. So really, all Brandon needs to work on is how to turn properly in the swing. But let's quickly look at why Brandon's top of the backswing position causes a chunk or a slice. So if I turn correctly, so I'm here, but instead of this being my top of the backswing position, I'm gonna put weight on my front foot and lean back like this and feel like I'm lifting my chest up to try to get this full turn. But from this top of the backswing position, if I just simply turn, I slice it, right? But if I choose not to slice it, I'm gonna turn back to the ball here. So I continue to turn like this. And so if I choose not to slice it, and I try to come from the inside, and I do the opposite way, look what happens. I'm set up to hit right here, behind the ball, if I keep my left arm straight. So this is why in Brandon's swing, because he chooses not to slice it, he's gonna choose to not slice it. And so if he kept his arm straight, he's gonna hit right here every time. So that's why you see him athletically bend his arm and lift up in the ball and still make perfect contact. So the first thing we need to do is understand where we need to get to at impact. So the reason I'm hitting back here is because my hips are not rotated open at all, yet I am tilting back. I'm tilting this way. So I'm not rotated, I'm just tilted this way. So if I stand straight up and down, so I'm standing straight up and down, and I keep my left arm straight. See, if you just let your arms hang down or you push them down, they're even, meaning I'm not tilted one way or the other. So from this position, you can see I'm hitting in front of the ball every time, keeping my arms straight. Now, this is the position Brandon's getting to. He's also straightforward. The hips are bumped forward just a little bit, and he's tilted back. So he's not rotated open at all, but instead he's rotated back. And so you can see what happens to the club is that if I'm just facing you, but I just tilt back, and now I swing my arms around me, I'm hitting right here every time instead of in front of the ball. So he's gonna have to bend his arm to hit in front of the ball. So really, Brandon needs to work on understanding where he needs to get to at impact. So we're going from right here where we can hit past the ball, just like this. So if you hold a club, let me grab a hula hoop real quick. So this is the feeling Brandon needs to get as to how he can keep his arms straight and hit past the ball and avoid this slice and the chunk. So if I grab this hula hoop when I'm straight up and down, and then I bend over, and I'm straight up and down right now, the move Brandon needs to do to maintain the tilts and how we can hit in front of the ball, he needs to, however much you rotate open, you need to tilt back. So the reason Brandon's hitting behind the ball is because he's not matching up the rotation and the tilt of his body. So however much you rotate open, you need to tilt back to maintain the swing plane. So the only move Brandon needs to do to maintain hitting in front of the ball is to rotate open and tilt back, but match it up right here. Boom. And that's it. Because if you do that move where I'm straight up and down and I can still hit in front of the ball right here, I can still hit in front of the ball. And now I rotate and tilt back, I can still hit in front of the ball, keeping this arm straight when I swing my arms around me. You see, I'm hitting back here when I'm swinging my arms around me, but I can pick them up and pull across the line, and that's what a lot of many people do. But I do not advocate for lifting your arms so you can be able to strike a golf ball. That's not a consistent way to swing a golf club. The most consistent way to swing a golf club is to swing this golf club around you, and then we also need to turn correctly to match everything up. So I've got 2 drills to help Brandon that I feel will help him the most. This first drill is really going to help with the backswing and learning and actually feeling what a good top of the backswing position feels like and not overturning. So I have a dumbbell to show that. So if I go to Brandon's top of the backswing position, I can either slice it or somehow manage to hit the ball good. What we want to do is be in a good position to swing this dumbbell around us. So we're matching the arc of the dumbbell here to this side. We're not swinging out to the right. The dumbbell's arcing like this. So it's this arc on the downswing or pass the ball, and this arc on the backswing. And so it's this arc. And so if I overturn, I'm gonna be really off balance and I can't keep my head still. You can't put all your weight forward because then you'll go back. Or if you don't, then you slice it. So you need to stay centered and swing this dumbbell around you. And it's really gonna feel, okay, I need to be right here to go to here. So I can't overturn. So this swinging of the dumbbell and balance on an arc around Brandon will really help him feel a correct top of the backswing position where you're in your position of strength with this weighted dumbbell where you can swing around you. The second thing that I would want Brandon to work on is low point. So with Brandon's 2 different routes he can do from overturning, his low point, which I can show you, if you twist your arms, your upper arms all the way this way, and now you rotate your forearms all the way the other way, this point right here at the end of the club is the low point. So you can see the clubs here. Watch. See how right here is the low point? It's going down and then up. So this is how we can see the low point in the swing, is if you twist your arms and twist them this way. So if I do Brandon's backswing move, so if he just turned, look where the low point goes, all the way over there. But if you try to not do this move, but instead start turning back, look, this is why he has to bend his lead arm, is because his low point's behind the ball. So he's really hitting up on it. So this is what I think would help Brandon the most in his swing, is this. Grab a golf club, twist your arms this way, and put it on you. And now twist your forearms the other way. So now you can visually see where your low point is in the swing. And so the pros all get their low point 4 inches past the ball. So if we go here, nope, nope. So how can we move our body? Because we have this low point detector. How can we move our body to where our low point gets 4 inches past the ball? It's right here and then there. So Brandon will quickly see how he can move his body to get the low point there. Because if you overturn, it makes it impossible to get back to here. You have to turn around your spine to most consistently get the low point in the same spot. So how can we feel turning around our spine? It's if you just stick your arms out like this, and now we bend forward, and our head is staying in the same spot, and we're turning around our spine, and our weight is centered. We're turning around our center. We have 2 legs, not one, so our weight's right here, and we're turning around our spine like this. And so we're going to turn, keeping our head in the same place. We're going to turn around our spine as much as we can, and that's it. We're not going to then tilt up out of the shot. We're going to maintain the swing plane as much as we can. See, I'm nowhere near a full turn of 90 degrees because I'd have to raise up out of the shot, out of our swing plane, out of the swing plane. So that makes it to where you can just go back down your swing plane. And we're 4 inches past the ball to where we can keep our arms straight and strike it. So the root cause of Brandon's slice and a chunk is trying to get a full turn in the backswing. You need to turn as much as you can to where you can rotate open through the ball and be able to strike it keeping the lead arm straight. So Brandon, I hope this video helps you, and I hope you go try out some of these drills. I have other drills, so if you reach back out to me and this isn't helping, I can definitely give you other drills to do as well. But like Brandon, you can send me a video of your golf swing. I have a video linked in the description on how to do that. How I just showed Brandon on how to fix his swing, it's part of the single plane swing fundamentals that I teach. It's the simplest way to swing a golf club, so go over to manninggolf.com to check it out. If you're trying to learn a swing method, there's no better swing method to learn than the single plane swing that I teach. But again, I hope this video helped some of y'all, and I hope y'all found some helpful tips.